duty hike. Forex take Tokunbo cars out of Nigerians' reach. It is no longer news that in a bid to ensure uniformity of duties on imported used vehicles of the same year, company and model, the Nigerian Customs Services, in February 2022 introduced vehicle identification number for the valuation of imported vehicles. Neither is it news that when the electronics platform was newly introduced, it was riddled with so many controversies as freight forwarders and clearing agents operating at the nation's maritime sector kicked against it, saying it was marred by hitches and inconsistencies. What makes the news is that the platform has led to over 100% increase in duties paid on imported used vehicles, especially those whose model are below 2013. This is coupled with the weakened naira value against dollars, which has further driven up the prices of vehicles. At the launch of the VIN for electronic valuation of imported vehicles in February, a number of stakeholders voiced their displeasure about the customs objectivity while pointing out that the values used did not accurately factor in annual depreciation as required for used vehicles. It will be safe to say that the current exchange rate regime may be fueling the low importation of vehicles experienced currently. It has made vehicles which are supposed to be necessities to homes luxuries. The acting national president of the Association of Nigerian Licensed Custom Agents, Kayode Farinto, in an event recently expressed displeasure over the issues encountered with the VIN, even as he raised concern that some vehicles were yet to be captured on VIN platform. He said that the platform was selective in nature, working well with standard chassis vehicles while not performing optimally with non-standard chassis vehicles. When the custom VIN was being conceptualized, I was one of those that asked that we have a pilot scheme, but my advice was not heeded by the customs, which went ahead to begin full implementation. Now there are some categories of vehicle that have not been captured under the VIN valuation policy. There are some categories of vehicle that have not been factored in under the customs valuation policy. Some Mercedes-Benz, some ML, some S-Class have not been factored in the VIN valuation policy, he noted. Challenges. When the federal government raised the age limit of the vehicle from 10 years to 15 years in 2010, the intention was to curb dumping of overage and outdated vehicles into the country and encourage the use of newer vehicles. Unfortunately, the policies did not go far as more than 60% of Nigerians, especially youth, still find it impossible to acquire newer cars. From all indications, it seems the government is trying to actualize the policy on new vehicles through the introduction of VIN. Some freight forwarders opine that the introduction of VIN for vehicle clearance is an indirect way of phasing out older vehicles, as the age limit of the vehicles on the platform is 9 years, that is 2013. The Port and Terminal Chapter Chairman of the National Association of Government Approved Freight Forwarder, George Okafor, told a correspondent that in a chat over the weekend that vehicles below the 2013 model were bid to pay 2013 duties. The challenges are that the cars from the 2012 model and downwards are still paying the duty of the 2013 model. The ones that are cheaper now is even the duty we pay on the 2013 model. If you bring in a car whose year is lower than 2013, you'll be asked to pay for 2013. Cars lower than 2013 will pay the duty for a 2013 model, which makes the payment higher. It's like the government want to phase out old vehicles. They want to discourage people from bringing in older vehicles. Is it not a shame that as a nation, we are still bringing Tokunbo that people will buy after it has been used for 10 years, 15 years, and they will buy it here and celebrate, yes, I bought a new car. It is a shame because the government of this country don't have continuity. We have plant assembling vehicles here in this country. We have Volkswagen in Lagos, we have Peugeot in Kaduna, and we have some other companies, Anamco is there in Anambra, where are they today? Well, the government should come up with a policy that where we are importing these manufacturers of this vehicle, they can have an agreement with them. Come and manufacture in our country, make the environment, make an enabling environment for them to come and put this plant here. It is a shame that 80% of the vehicles you see on our roads today are Toyota brands. But we have a Toyota assembly plant in Nigeria? No. So we are making the economies of these countries to be buoyant. We are growing their own economy at the detriment of this company. What is difficult in telling them, yes, these are the category of vehicles we can afford. Come in here and see what you can do to make sure that we stop this Tokunbo importation. But because so many people are benefiting, they are looking at the revenue that is coming from the port. They are looking at those that are selling the vehicles, how much they are making in terms of profit, and those that are getting the foreign exchange to go and buy. Some we won't collect and not go and use it to buy whatever they are supposed to use it for. And the problem is still going around the same circle when we are supposed to address the issue headlong and make sure the solution is provided. A nation that wants to grow must make sure that its teeming youth, its population is gainfully employed. What is your take on this brouhaha, on this importation duty, on this clearing of vehicles and making Tokunbo even more expensive now? Kindly make your opinion known as you subscribe to my page. Thank you, good day, and God bless.